Hello, hello. Welcome to Finding Calm in the Chaos, a special YouTube edition. This is not going to be on the podcast. Just going to be me and you today. This is kind of like old school Facebook Live. Remember that? I feel like it's old school. Well, look at me. Little lubrication. So today, just going to test out the waters of a new format. And I thought I would talk about some things that have made me happy. Things like my favorite things that make me happy. I'm going to go through 3 of them. It's not going to be that long, but here we go. Okay, a cute little intro there. Anyway, I think there's an intro. This is all kind of like by the seat of our pants. So I'm really digging this format and you just kind of have to do it. I'm going blind. I have no idea what's going on with YouTube, but it's kind of been my secret little dream to really kind of do this on YouTube. So I'm totally going at it. I love my Facebook Lives. It's a little weird not having comments and stuff. I know I get them later. I know I can go live on YouTube. Not that risky yet. I'm not quite feeling that yet. But once I get the hang of this, for sure, because we got to get the hang of it, because we're totally recording all of our trip overseas. So we are, for those of you who are new to the show here, my family and I are the Siths. Yes, like Star Wars, Revenge of. And we are taking a trip to Europe. It's been a while since I've been there. It's been quite some time since my husband's been there. He was born in Bratislava, Slovakia. So we are going to Vienna, Austria, Bratislava, Slovakia, back to Vienna. We're taking a train to Venice, Italy, staying there for a little bit, and then taking a train down to Rome, Italy, and then we'll come back home to the Chicago area after that. So we're talking about, I think it's 18 days of pure amazement and culture and history and food. Did I mention the food? I'm celiac, so I'm super excited that I'm going to be able to eat some grain there and not be sensitive. So we shall see. So one of the first things I'm going to talk about today that I super like. So I have lupus, for those of you who don't know, and we get a lupus butterfly across our face. It's kind of a redness. I'll always have people tell me, I can help you with your rosacea, but it's not rosacea. It is a lupus butterfly. And most of the day and most of the time, I am in some sort of pain episode. You learn to, there's a constant pain episode and then there are pain flares. Those are the days that are just horrible and you don't get up. But I have learned to pretty much walk around the day in a minor state of pain. And so you just deal with it. But it's always there. And since I've turned 53, not really interested in wearing makeup anymore. I'm going to be super honest. I don't even care. I don't even want to base. I have found some amazing skincare. I'm actually going to do a whole video on that separate because I really reduced the amount I did and I searched forever for something that went with my skin and I finally found something. So that warrants its whole own video. But one of the things that I love that I found is this product. It's from Peak Scents and it's called Organic Rose Fido Facial Mist. I freaking love it. I'll kind of put a little boop. I'll put a little picture here later. So, but this Rose Fido Repair, I just mist my face. I also do my hands. So it's this really nice mist. And it smells wonderful. It's not too rosy. For those of you who don't like rose, I'm not a fan of the smell of rose. Kind of reminds me of reminds me of funeral homes. I'm not a fan. I spray this on my face right now, but I actually did it before I went on because it does calm my face. And so I do like to use it. I always have it at my desk and I spray it everywhere, but I love it. And I don't even remember where I bought it, but it's from Peak Scents Organic Rose Fido 3 Facial Mist. I'll figure out where it is and I'll put all the information on the side there. When we actually record. One of the other things that I super like is that Peter, my son, is going to his first concert. We are going to see Toby Mac in about a week and a half. And I was like, oh, oh, you know, he's very sensitive to hearing, which is strange because here's this thing about kids. Okay, so when he's doing stuff, it's okay to be loud. But like if anybody else is loud, then all of a sudden he's like, oh, I'm like, okay, let me get this right. Like for real. So I wanted to make sure I have had some earplugs for him and all sorts. And quite frankly, when my husband's mowing the grass, he will sit outside with his regular headphones, like audio headphones, and just unplug the cord, the power cord, the connector cord, and just walk around outside with a pair of headphones. So I'm going to reach over here and I'm going to dig out these Vanderfield Kids EM5005 foldable earmuffs. I don't have links for you. I don't, because quite frankly, I'm not getting anything for it. I just like them, right? That's what we're talking about today. But I love them because they do bring the noise. I like that they're compact and I can put them in my purse. But they just roll down and I can't even get them on my head. And they do stretch, which is awesome, right? They come down. But they're really nice and they're tight. I hate when you get them and they're not tight enough to like get to their head. And Pete's got short hair, so we just basically cling, you know, put his hair out of the way and put it in. But nice and compact. I do love them. I think they're really nice. So looking forward to him telling me what he thinks of them. It's passed the mom test with respects to the audio decibels and what it does to take it out. The sound. And then if he feels that he doesn't want to wear them, he could take them off for a little bit, but I'll definitely put them back on it because I hear that Toby Mac puts on one heck of a show. So there's that. He originally wanted to see Slayer, but they're retired. Mommy was proud, but still. What else did he want to see? Motorhead. I'm like, sorry, Lemmy's dead. And then he, and then he said Iron Maiden, and I'm like, we just missed their US tour. And so we just chose Toby Mac. I figured, you know what, if you can't have your first concert bringing in a little Jesus, what do you have, right? So there's that. Another thing I want to talk about, again, I'm just going through my stuff, is coffee. Okay, so I am a coffee snob. And back in the day, before I became a coffee snob, I didn't care. And I ordered copious amounts and spent a ridiculous amount, something like $400 a month, at Starbucks. Ridiculous because their coffee's horrible. If you go there and you like Starbucks, sorry, not sorry, it's horrible. When you start drinking real coffee, it's horrible. So I've been ordering from all my friends that do coffee, order from all their little mom and pop businesses. We have one in my area too, a couple of them, and I ordered from there. And I like the coffee, but you know, they're all great coffees. So then I had my friend in Texas send me some. I had my friends in North Carolina send me some. And it's interesting because my friend in North Carolina, I'm going to give you a shout out, Christy. She sent me great coffee. Okay. It was really good. But I happened to be researching just, you know, random stuff I research in the middle of the night. What was the best coffee like in America? And hands down, one company came up. One company. Now, here's the crazy part. It's called Larry's Coffee. Larry's. Put them on this side. Larry's Coffee. So Larry's is apparently in Raleigh, North Carolina. And I ordered 3 bags of coffee. I ordered whole beans. It is organic and it's a certified B Corp. Apparently, Larry is super big on fair trade. It's 100% organic coffee to nourish the planet. Fair trade to help farmers in low-income countries, and shade grown to ensure a habitat for wildlife. Like, stop it right now. And on the back of the bags, it literally says, hello, y'all from beautiful Raleigh, North Carolina. If you're in town, come visit us at 1507 Gavin Street, where we use solar power harvested rainwater and host our own biodiesel pump. What? I'm all in. We're a certified B Corp. We're part of a movement showing businesses can be a force for good. I just love Larry right now. But anyway, this is it. So I ordered this. It's probably, maybe it's backwards. I don't know. Arrive in Class. Okay, he has some really clever names, right? But this Arrive in Class is a dark roast. I like dark roast. Mr. Sith likes medium roast. I'm not a fan. Usually if I drink medium roast, I don't add any cream. I gotta drink it straight up. So this Wake County teachers can apply for grants from him. I'm assuming Wake County is like in the county from Raleigh, North Carolina. But this is a dark roast with dark cocoa, earthy dried apricots, cherry, and walnuts. This is my favorite. It's so good. So good. Awake in Class. Larry's. Then Mr. Sith got him the cowboy blend. Medium roast, smoky and bold, dark cocoa, brown sugar, and cedar. It's a Sumatra, Nicaragua blend. Okay. And how cute are his little, he wears a hat, by the way. I think these pictures are like Larry. And he looks like a fun dude. I'm not going to lie. He looks like a fun dude. And then my favorite, I ordered this just because of the name. And people who know me know that I feel like sometimes I was born in the wrong decade. And I love the Rat Pack. Specifically, Dean Martin. Bean Martin, come on. That's so clever. You should just order this just because it says Bean Martin. So I did, but I love it. It's eloquently dark. It's a Sumatra, Bolivia, and sun-dried Ethiopia. Chocolate, blackberry, and walnut. Now, I really wanted to like this the best just because of the name, but I will tell you, this Awake in Class is the bomb. It is freaking amazing. So I already had my cup for today, and I have another cup that I'll do like later this afternoon, just for like my second, just because y'all know I like coffee. But that's how it's been. My hair is getting longer. I have to drink again, I'm sorry. I'm always worried that Peter and Mr. Sith are bringing in germs to me. And so I'm like hosing myself down with whatever possible because I do not want to be sick, like at all. I'm like freaked out about it now. Just because I feel like getting everything in order, trying to get my stuff together. For those of you who are following me on my podcast, Finding Calm in the Chaos, available on all platforms and here on YouTube. You can listen to the audios as well. Those of you who've been following the podcast know that I had surgery last September on my ankle and foot I guess there was some damage over time. I had a swollen ankle that was just perpetually a problem. And I had a bunch of it was a poop show, okay? But the surgeon seemed pretty confident, regardless of my numerous warnings that lupus might throw him for a loop. Don't be concerned about lupus. Denise, you're asking too much. However, post-surgery, lupus was a huge issue. And so physical therapy wasn't listening to me, and it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And I didn't even have a swollen ankle anymore. I had a donut. So it used to be just like this little ball, like a little golf ball outside of my ankle, a bone on the outside. But now it turned into, not now, but it turned into a donut. Almost like I had an inflatable raft around my ankle, covered in my skin. So pretty, so sexy. Can't wait for summer. But how crazy is that? And nobody was listening to me. So if anybody knows me at all, I told them all off and fired them. Everything. My surgeon and anybody. Because then what happened when I went off, then they said, well, you should have expected this because of your lupus. Stop. So I fired everybody. And I took matter into my own hands, okay? Because that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to take matter into your own hands. So what I did is I found a long time ago when I was pregnant, 7 years ago, when I was pregnant with Pete, I had some issues with things that the medical staff had done without my permission, like sweep my membranes. And it agitated scar tissue from all of the post-cancer stuff. And I was in serious pain. So I wound up having to go see this Chinese medicine practitioner. She's like 3rd generation in her family. She did some acupuncture. Everything was great. It was perfect. I had a great delivery. I mean, so great. It was so great that, I mean, I had a C-section, but they pretty much forced me into that. That's a whole nother video. But I had got a healthy son out of it, and he's still healthy today outside of, you know, boogers and regular stuff that 7-year-olds have. So that's what I did. I wanted to make sure that I took care of that on my own. So I called her up and told her what was going on, and I have now been seeing her for 1 month, 1.5 months, and it has literally triple reduced in size. So it kind of looks like it did now before the surgery. This is the one I wanted to fix, which means like right now I'd want to keep it. I do have some serious neuropathy in my toes outside of my big toe. I can't feel anything. I'm concerned about that, but there's really nothing you can do at this point outside of, I did feel them if she did some electrical stimulation with the acupuncture. We're clearing my lymph and that swelling out and all the toxins with some gua sha. So I'm feeling it. So what am I doing tonight? Today is like day 1 of cryotherapy. Now, I don't know if there's gonna be a day 2, I'm gonna be super honest with you. I've never done cryotherapy, but I am reading so much amazing things about what it does for autoimmune and inflammation. And so I'm kind of positive, so I'm like nervous as hell that I'm gonna be in like minus 200 and something degrees for, I think it's 3 minutes. I don't know, that's the maximum you could go in. So I'm assuming that they might start you off with like a minute. I don't know. Here's my biggest concern. These are what happens, I'm sorry if you hear Peter like giggling in the other room listening to his YouTube. How ironic. But my biggest concern is that I'm gonna go and not fit in the special socks they give you, like, because I'm swollen, right? I'm also concerned I'm not gonna fit in the robe because I'm a big girl. I mean, I'm not huge, but I mean, I'm big. I can't fit usually in the hotel robes. Well, I can, but it's obscene. So, I'm a little concerned about that. I'm like, don't get hung up on all of this ridiculousness. They gotta have something, right? They do this for inflammation and autoimmune. They gotta expect this. But I figured I'm just gonna flat out tell the girl before I go in there, like, do you have stuff that fits me? Because I'm like, just gonna put that out there. But I'm excited because they're saying that, you know, these treatments could greatly increase because it reduces the inflammation, which the overall temperature in your body. And I've always had an extremely high core temperature, which is a huge problem because usually if it's like 30 below outside here in the Midwest, if you touch like my back on the skin with your hand, I feel like a furnace. I'm always hot. And I'm hot because I wore this because I didn't want my short sleeves on camera. And then I'm like, okay, look. So I keep looking down because I put a like picture up. I'm probably going to put that up here from now on so that I don't have to. That's much better. I'm probably going to do that. So the last thing I want to talk about today are these amazing things. So I'm going to do this so that you can see. So I'm going to take it off and everybody can see my crazy hair. I am obsessed with these headbands, okay? These are called Moon Loops, and it's a mama-owned company here in the Chicagoland area. I'm gonna pick my hair off that. And she sews them herself, and she has 2 children, and they're freaking adorable. But it is called Moon Loops, M-O-O-N, like outside, loops. And so her story is amazing because she has suffered from hair loss her entire life. And then she had postpartum hair loss. And let's talk about it. There's tons of COVID hair loss and it's becoming a huge issue. Now she has this beautiful thick hair, and although I think it's beautiful and thick, she has huge bald areas, and she made these. So she does these awesome like messy buns, and I can't messy bun yet. I still have. It's growing out long, isn't it though? But you just put them on, and they come with little ties, so you can make a little tie on top if you want it to, and they're interchangeable. And you just pull it back, right? I like them like this. She pulls them different, but she has thin hair. And they just pull out the wispies, like that. And I will tell you, I love them. I hate headbands because they squeeze your brains out, right? Let's be honest. There are children who have literally, their heads are misshapen from headbands. And you're not supposed to wear them like that. But this is a brilliant idea, right? I can't wear headbands. And everyone's like, oh, you can't wear headbands if you have short hair. But you know what? I'm wearing them. I'm like, whatever. I'm going to do this. I love it. I love them. So Moon Loops, check them out. Go follow her on IG or Facebook or whatever. I don't think she has a YouTube, but I like that. And I like sharing the joy of, you know, if I can help somebody else with their business, I want to do that. So those are the things I love. Go check out Larry's Coffee. Let's see. He's at larryscoffee.com. Go figure. And I'll actually, this will already be worked out, but the Organic Rose Phyto 3 Repair, Restore, Renew, and the headphones, which are the Vanderfield's Kids EM5005 foldable earmuffs. Protective earmuffs, great, I love them. That's all I've got for today. I will come back and try to do another video. Well, I am coming back, not today, but as we're working along these videos here. I thank you for your support. And if you want to continue to see videos with me and my family and all the things, they're going to progressively get bigger and bigger as time goes by. We appreciate your support by sharing, subscribing, and liking. Make sure you hit the bell. The bell lets you know when the new videos are coming up, because then it can be a little overwhelming, because I believe the most popular video shows up on top, I think. I don't know, because I'm new to all this. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. See you later. Don't forget, subscribe.